Welcome back to the vlog. So I am here in the corner of the living room. I don't typically share this area as much because mostly the lighting. It's not really good when I film with the windows behind me because it just everything looks like crap on camera. I thought I would share a little some work stuff that I'm working on right now. So I'm actually doing a campaign with the Home Depot. I love working with them. I've been working with them for a few years now, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a living room refresh, if you will, kind of more focused on this side of the living room. And I'm going to be doing some new chairs, some accent furniture, some actually a new coffee table that looks like travertine, but it's not travertine. And then a little pedestal stand and just some decor, a new area rug as well. So I think it's gonna look pretty cool. And you know me, I like to really just share a little bit more behind the scenes of what I'm working on. Now, I do want to show you this new plant that I got recently. So in this bowl, I used to have some succulents, but I don't know, I think it's maybe the lighting or I'm not sure, but they died off. So I went ahead and planted this, I forget the name of this plant. It's like a little tree almost. And I've gotten some inspiration on Pinterest on some plants that kind of have a planter like this, and they often have little pebbles at the top. So I'm thinking of maybe adding some little pebbles and create that same look. Maybe even, actually I like the terracotta. It's developed a natural patina over the years, so I think it looks good. But yeah, kind of an interesting planter for this. I typically wouldn't put a plant like this in a bowl, but I don't know, I think it looks good. And this bowl was pretty affordable. I think I got it years ago at Home Depot or Lowe's for, I think it might have been $12 at the time. I'm not sure how much it costs now, but definitely a good little way to display this plant. I've been collecting plants. Never did I think I'd be a plant person, but here I am. Can somebody tell me why the orchid has not bloomed in 2 years? I cut the old flower off and there's been some new leaves growing, and like this is what the root situation is like. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'm not taking care of it correctly. Please advise if you are an orchid expert. I want some new flowers. Of course, my Maya pot featuring this really wonderful plant. And full disclosure, this video is not sponsored. Just sharing a little bit behind the scenes of my work. First things first, gotta clear out the coffee table, make room for the new one. Now here's actually a product that never made it to the day of light. This is actually a little scalloped sort of riser tray with a real oxidized iron, which is so beautiful, but I'm not convinced by it 100%, so decided not to release it. I only made this one though, and a smaller one.
You got me wrapped around your touch, lose me and bring me down to earth. Oh, feels like I'm tired of you, cause baby I don't understand why I just keep coming back like your gravity. Ooh, baby, I'm locked on you like magnets. I can't let go of love. Your voice is like a poison, but you know better. How much I try to run away, I find myself just playing pretend. You make me fall in love. You make me fall in love and that again. Love and that again. Every word she play like a violin. Who's gonna tell her? I just want you to open your mind, cause you got me mesmerized and baby I don't understand why I just keep coming back to insanity. Ooh, baby, I'm locked on you like magnets. I can't let go of love. Your voice is like a poison, but you know better. How much I try to run away, I find myself just playing pretend.
And here is the updated living room. I love it. It feels very calming to me. I think that's why I also love a neutral space. It always just feels calming. And overall, it's a really nice vibe in here. The whole campaign is all about kind of getting that high-end look for less. I won't say dupes, but you do the math. And I sourced some really wonderful pieces, including this coffee table. So this coffee table looks like a plinth travertine table, and it's not. I believe it's porcelain. It's technically an outdoor table, so it's a little heavy. I think it's like that material of like tiles, and it looks like travertine, which is kind of crazy. And this is a fraction of the price of what a real travertine table would be, which those are typically like thousands of dollars. I mean, I have a vintage one and I got it on a deal, but travertine's expensive. So this is a good option. It's on the smaller, sort of lower profile, but that tends to be the style for these types of tables in a design for a living room. So I don't know, I really like it. I think it's quite nice. It does come with like a little, like a branding tag on the sides, but I kind of just like scraped it off because we don't want that, right? So overall, just a nice coffee table. I styled it with other pieces from the homedepot.com, including this stainless steel pitcher with that beautiful sort of cane rattan handles, some glassware, and then this really pretty green marble footed bowl, which I think is just like a nice little touch, sort of a play on play of stone. And over here, just creating a nice little moment with this round sort of pedestal stand and this beautiful pot or vase. This is, I think it's, well, it's new, but it has the look of that aged, like an aged pot, which I think is nice. Added some dried branches, this little ottoman stool. It's got nice, just little details, which I think adds a bit of interest. Let's talk about these chairs. These are so wonderful. Of course, they might look familiar, inspired by an iconic design. I feel like this particular style is very in right now, but it does feel quite timeless to me, as it's something that it's not so modern, but it has sort of moments that make it feel a bit more transitional, which I think works with a lot of different styles. And anything transitional, in my opinion, just transcends time. So these are really wonderful, a fraction of the price of what you would get for a designer one. The fabric is sort of this like, I think it's fleece, or I can't exactly remember. It's not the most premium fabric, but it is good. It's soft, and just that ivory color always, I think, feels very calming, you know? So in the middle, I added this marble little side table right here, black marble, which is just really wonderful. Adds a bit of contrast, and yeah, it's just perfect for, you know, putting a beverage, phone, what have you. And over here, I have this little wooden bench, solid wood, just a beautiful sort of distressed color. And this is actually a dining table bench, but this could easily be repurposed for an entryway, or maybe using it as like a little plant stand, as I'm doing here. Over here, I incorporated this little task floor lamp, almost like a pharmacy style. The color is quite interesting. It's almost like a pewter color. So it has just some nice shine to it. Overall, I think this is a great way of just introducing a new material and kind of connecting it with, you know, that stainless steel pitcher. And what's interesting about this lamp is that it's battery powered, but it can also be plugged in if you prefer that. So definitely a nice little floor lamp. Let's talk about this beautiful rug. It might look familiar. I've actually used this, not this specific one, but I've used this style in the past for actually my friend's apartment, studio apartment makeover, which I shared over on the main channel. And it really was great because it grounded the space and it really kind of pulled everything together for his apartment. And similarly here, I love what it's doing because it actually plays well off of the floor, but then with the sort of cream ivory colors, it starts to pull in the furniture, the sofa, the chairs, and this beautiful coffee table. And then there's that color variation in the brown tones. Overall, just a wonderful rug. It's a good one. This is actually from the Arvin Milano collection, Rugs USA collection. which they also sell here, or not here, but on homedepot.com. I'm back in the kitchen. So how many of us have some kitchen appliances that we haven't used in years? Well, I recently discovered something. Meet my bread maker. Honestly, I have not touched this in years. I used to love this thing. I don't know, but I forgot about it. So I'm gonna whip it out again and see if I can make some delicious bread. Honestly, these things are witchcraft. How do these even work? Like, I still don't understand. I'm gonna try to make some really delicious bread. I was kind of looking online for some recipes and I came across this sort of like cinnamon sugar one that I think sounds pretty good. So cinnamon sugar bread will be hopefully delicious and it'll work out. I don't have regular sugar right now, so I have some brown sugar. So I think maybe something delicious will come out of it. Ooh, can you imagine some French toast? That would be amazing. Let's make some bread. 1 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of softened butter. I don't really love butter, so I'm using margarine. 1 egg, 3 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar. Right now I only have brown sugar, so let's hope that works. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/4 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 2 teaspoons of yeast. This yeast expired a couple of months ago, but I feel like it should be fine, right? It's been stored in a dark place. We'll put this in the sweet bread setting. Number 8, sweet bread. And I guess click start. Starting to mix. It looks like this will be done in less than 3 hours, so we're gonna let this be. Hopefully it'll turn out amazing. I'm looking forward to this. I really do think it will turn out nicely. So I think I could have added raisins to the recipe, but I hate raisins. I really hate raisins. Anyways, let's let it do its thing. In the meantime, let's go on outside because I've been working on some cement orbs. All right, I am back here in the studio. So today I am gonna continue working on some cement orbs that I have kind of just really been working on for the last few days. It's kind of a bit of a mess here, but I'm making some progress. Oh my God. So here is the big one. It's kind of heavy, but oh my gosh. Let me get close up. What do you think? I am so happy with how it's coming along so far. Not done quite yet. I do need to add one more layer, one more coat of concrete mix. Well, it's gonna be more of like a cement almost, just to really bring it home with the texture. But overall, very sculptural. I love how it's looking. And then I will do a color treatment. I'm maybe thinking of doing like a rust color, but I feel like, I don't know. We'll see. But overall, it's gonna be amazing. Of course, there'll be a YouTube video for this on the main channel. I also wanted to show you this other smaller one, a little sneak peek for you. Not done yet either, but I do love kind of how it complements this one in a way. I think it's fun, it's sculptural, and I was playing around with different forms and ultimately came up with this, which I think is quite lovely. And I'm really trying to figure out the colors that I'll be doing. So I might do this one in the oxidized rust and this one in something of like a gray tone. I'll have to see, but overall, I'm loving it so far. What do you think? All right, looks like the bread is done. It's smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna take it out. Hopefully it'll pop out nicely. Flip it over. Okay, let's cut into this. Oh my gosh, it smells delightful. Let's do a taste test. Oh, this is pretty good. It's not too sweet. It's just a little bit of sweetness, that brown sugar. I could have maybe added a bit more cinnamon. I do love cinnamon. If you have a bread machine, definitely try this. I will put the link for the recipe down below. I think it's from food.com. Once this goes stale, this would be perfect for some French toast. Would recommend. It's time for Crumble. So it's been a minute since I last had Crumble galletas, Crumble cookies, and I got the little mini box, which comes with 3. Honestly, I can never finish a full cookie. I could barely even finish a mini cookie, so I think this is the perfect size for me. Oh, look at that. That looks so delicious. Presentation, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Overall, such a beautiful arrangement. So this one is the Oreo something something. This is strawberry something something, and this is, I believe, dulce de leche. So I'm curious to see what they taste like. I'm honestly just gonna have a little bite of each. So I'm gonna start off with this one, which I believe is the Oreo cake. It's delicious. This is, oh my gosh, this is really good. I need a napkin. Next up, I'm gonna try the strawberry something. I forget the name. That's what it looks like. I don't know. It's like cold. Is it supposed to be like strawberry? Let me rate this. Sorry, I'm bad at this. The Oreo one, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I don't taste the Oreo as much as I would like for it to taste, but pretty good. This strawberry thing, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I just feel like it's like, it feels really dense, and I would want the taste of strawberry a little bit more. This is dulce de leche, which I always like wonder, I always get it confused. Is dulce de leche the same as cajeta? I don't know, let me know. But the presentation is pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it has cinnamon, I would assume. I love cinnamon. Dulce, I need to like lick the dulce de leche. Yeah, it's pretty good. No, it's definitely not cajeta. I think it's a different thing than dulce de leche. I don't know. This one is pretty good. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Maybe an 8 out of 10. Again, it just feels a little bit dense to me. Alright, I think I'm done for the month. What are your thoughts on Crumble? Do you like it? Do you think it's nasty? I feel like you either love it or you hate it. I'm kind of in the middle. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. I can only ever really do just a bite of a cookie.